Good morning, Lace.
Hey. Sorry about the last-minute notice. I'll be done with my deposition in time to get her after school.
It is no problem. Stop apologizing. I'm just happy to be here.
Morning, Megan.
Kate?
Bye, sweetie.
So, you want to get some breakfast? We still have a little time.
I'd like to, but can you just drop me off at the school library? I've got a test today and I need to study.
You didn't study last night?
It's kind of hard to concentrate at the house lately. The walls are like paper thin.
Wait. What are you saying?
I'm saying I can hear the TV downstairs. What are you saying?
Nothing. No, just nothing at all.
Ew.
Good morning, Peter.
Good morning.
What do we got?
The car sailed over the embankment just before 5 a.m. The victim's been identified as Daniel Davidson. He lives not even 5 minutes away.
You found him?
2 teenagers snuck out here this morning to sow their burgeoning oats.
A lot of that going around lately.
Oh, just not with you, I take it. This fell out of the car when the medics opened the door.
Another texting and driving accident? Oh, God, that's me.
That is your ringtone?
For my mother. I find the music soothes me before the inevitable onslaught. Damn it.
Is your paresthesia acting up again?
No. My mother is.
My entire equipment budget for the year.
Which is why I spent months writing grant proposals and whining and dining every major benefactor in Philly. No one is touching your budget.
I'm glad somebody's in bed with the right people.
We all have our talents.
What did she say?
I didn't hear nothing.
Ethan,
Yeah?
stop everything. I have something very important for you to do.
Really? Sure, what is it?
Fix my cell phone, fell into a puddle at the crime scene.
Yeah. Thanks.
Megan, what's wrong?
I used to live on a cul-de-sac like this. Nothing is ever what it seems.
Oh, I just heard. A meth lab?
What do you want, Ethan?
Well, if you're going back to the police station, could you return these for me?
Ooh, you may want to hold on to that one.
No, I don't bust out the toys until, the second date. Oh.
I thought you were being professional.
I am, but now it's personal.
Any houses for rent in this cul-de-sac?
You couldn't handle a desperate housewife. Believe me.
And there was the time that you needed me to get that woman away from her abusive boyfriend so you could talk to her in private. And do you remember dragging me to your mom's club for the society ball? Not to mention your chronic need for moral support every time that you feel guilty for abandoning Lacey. Oh, wow. Did I just go too far?
Good morning. Am I interrupting something?
No. Peter was just leaving.
So, are we good?
Excuse me?
With Lacey. I just want to be crystal clear. I am dating Todd. That's it. I am in no way trying to replace you.
Lacey and I are great. Thank you.
So we're good.
Define good.
Excuse me, Dr. Murphy. There's a phone call for you. It's the mayor's office.
Thank you.
Excuse me?
You know as well as I do, the investigator stays with the body.
Am I wrong, or are you two fighting over me?
You can have him. Sure to ask about his one-night stand. Nice hat. Petite?
Gotta go, Lace. Kisses.
See ya.
Wow, cashmere. This must have cost a fortune.
It was on sale.
You bought this?
Well, you gave me a credit card.
For emergencies only.
Emergency.
And what makes you think this would be okay?
You're looking chipper this morning.
Well, I'm just high on life, I guess.
Missed a button there, lover boy.
Yeah.
Oh, good luck. Gotta run.
Thanks. Dr. Ethan Gross, ready to be drilled.
Yeah, first things first. The Gleason family's coming in. I want you to talk to them.
Yes, no problem.
The hilt. So the blade went all the way in. Hilt's distinctive, so it shouldn't take long to narrow down the weapon.
You're being unusually helpful.
And you're being unusually quiet.
Oh, Lacey rocked Megan's credit card.
Oh, maca-dang-dang.
Thanks for sharing, Peter. On your way out, Curtis. Trace from the arm laceration and the bruise.
Scan them first and then file them.
This isn't fair. The punishment doesn't fit the crime.
At $9 an hour?
It'll fit eventually. See you at 5.
There are child labor laws. Federal Code Title 29.
Don't even think about quitting Grandma.
I looked it up myself. We're not farmers, and I'm not an actor. There are radioactive substances in this building somewhere.
Hey, I do not like this any more than you do. The sooner you get started, the sooner you finish. Well, what was an enigma? He seemed to be enjoying himself. Those abrasions on his back are fingernail marks. And somebody was enjoying Walt.
Or pretending to.
Huh, you're Mr. Foodie. Any idea where he ate all that?
Oh, no. Way above my price range. Maybe Lacey knows.
So, an instant millionaire is enjoying life to the hilt. What's the riddle, huh?
Walt's big heart.
Well, maybe he was generous.
As in 500 grams big.
The cooking lesson? Justine, Walt's event planner.
Oh, Peter, a friend of Walt's.
Oh, have you seen him? I've been looking all over for him.
Not for a little while.
Morning. Saw Lacey heading out to scan some files. She looks like a trooper.
She hates me.
Enlightenment takes a while.
Define a while.
My sisters ran roughshod over my mom for decades.
Oh, that's so comforting.
Be this awkward. Hey, I'm Danny. Nice to meet you. Maybe I'll see you at 6. Here-ish.
Walt gave me the bike, I swear.
Unfortunately, Walt's not here to confirm that.
How long had you two been together? Do I need to measure your fingernails?
Just over 2 months. He was opening a nursing home in Northern Liberties. I was writing a local piece. We've been together ever since.
How touching and profitable for you.
Look, I loved Walt. He was kind and thoughtful.
He was also manic and anxious.
Come with me.
I have another assignment.
Next time. Okay, just you and me, lady.
With the knife edge up.
Ouch! Do I look like a Thanksgiving turkey to you?
But it was also a really hard upward thrust. Hard enough to break the tip off of the knife on the vertebrae.
Girl, you about to unleash the Kraken.
I just can't get over the force of the blow. Lace?
Hi, Mom. Your files. I'll scan.
And your first week's pay. Prorated.
$80.
It might not seem like a lot, but it will mean more to you because you've earned it.
No, it's perfect. We have to go to the mall. Something I need to get.
Hey, look who I found applying for a job at Engine 16.
Hey! Oh. How's the shoulder?
I'll survive. These are for you. Jenna's clothes. She's still unconscious.
Great. I will get Curtis to process them for trace. Maybe we find a connection to Mike Appleby.
Well, we may already have. A search of his motel room turned up this.
What is that?
Book weight.
Okay. Size and shape are consistent with the wound. Not too sure about the heft.
Oh, believe me, a blow to the temple with the weighted end could definitely incapacitate someone.
Peter,
I'll have forensics take a look. Welcome back, huh?
you're my hero.
Parade's over, pal.
Hey, very nice. Oh, it's gonna be like that, is it? There's no rush.
Oh, God. I'm really nervous. I'm so nervous. I haven't done this in so long.
You're doing fine, believe me.
Yeah?
Yeah,
I feel really stupid.
you look gorgeous.
Maybe I should get that.
You shouldn't.
Okay.
Hello? Megan, are you there? Pick up, it's Peter. I can hear you.
Hi.
Hi. So what do you say to me stealing you away for lunch?
Oh, I can't. Not today.
Work always comes first with you, doesn't it?
Well, I could say no, but it seems a little bit too early to be lying to you.
Okay. What about tonight?
Oh, I've got Lacey all week. Honestly, I don't know when my schedule is gonna lighten up.
What are you doing, Megan?
I'm being honest. There's a lot going on with Lacey right now, and like you said, my job, and I just don't know when there's gonna be time for, us.
How often do you think you've used that excuse to push someone away?
It's not an excuse.
What are you so scared of?
I'm not. Gotta go. Okay. Yeah. You were right.
What am I right about?
I'm terrified.
Of what?
What do you think? Of being vulnerable, of getting hurt. And then there's the age difference. Let's stop pretending. It doesn't matter.
I happen to like older women.
Right, you say that now because you think that I'm strong and independent. Just wait till you find out who I really am. And then there's Lacey and my job, and I know you thought that I was just using it as an excuse before, but it really doesn't leave me much time in my life for any... But I think that we should...
Stop talking. This can work if you want it to work. But you have to be willing to take the chance. Now, just nod if you think you're willing to give it a try.
Hey, boss, you got a minute?
Sooner or later, gonna get my way.
Thank you for believing in me. Always. Seen you around. Yeah.
Oh, how could it be wrong to let yourself get so afraid?
It makes pretty tight.
Well, that's what happens when you're in the trenches together.
Are we? trenches together?
Well, it sure as hell feels like it, huh?
So we partners again?
We were never not partners, Megan. I think we just needed to go a round or two. Yeah, exactly. Oh, by the way, I think the captain has a thing for you.
What?
Well, how else do you think that I got the gun?
What did you say to him?
I just told him that you are totally available.
Rat fink!
Oh, silence is a sign that you've got pieces that you hide away. But even if it's right, doesn't mean to say take it head on. Even if you lose head on, oh, you gotta follow through. And tell me what it's worth, tell me what it's all worth to you.
She was a bit of a dark soul. Her name is Katya, like yours.
And were you in love?
Turns out, you're a badass. Spetsnaz, Ukrainian special.
His gait, he shuffles like his feet are stuck to the ground. That's more indicative of Parkinson's or some other kind of neurological disorder, but not Alzheimer's.
So you think he was misdiagnosed?
His doctor didn't even get an MRI. I really want to figure out what's going on in his brain.
Why is it that every time you can't find an answer, you assume someone else made a mistake?
Because I'm right. Henry's dementia might be treatable. He might become lucid enough to tell us what he saw.
Well, you'd need the family's consent, which might be a bit of a challenge now that Anthony's our prime suspect.
I really think you're underestimating my considerable charm.
I think you'll do anything.
Over here, Rocket Man was playing on the radio.
It's a good song. Couldn't listen to it for years.
Why not?
It was playing on my father's car radio the day that he drove my mother and me into New York City. It was a great trip. Shopping at Bonwit Tellers, Russian Tea Room, Broadway. I was really happy. It's the last time we were together as a family. Next week, my father was dead. And every time I hear that song on the radio, I am 12 years old again, and man, it still hurts.
It's funny how the brain works, right?
Yeah. But you know, I would never want to forget that pain. It makes me who I am, you know? I can't imagine losing that. It's not a homicide. This guy drank himself to death.
That's what we figured, but thought we'd wait for the ME. Adam, say hello to Dr. Megan Hunt.
Hello?
Tommy.
Megan, to know each other.
You have 5 seconds to tell me what you're doing.
People, the truth is, the terrorist is sick. He's infecting all of you, and he's still out there.
I need an ambulance!
Here's one.
I need both. One's not gonna do it. On my count, ready? 1, 2. Thank God. Listen to me. Don't you die on me. Believe it or not, I don't have a lot of girlfriends. I can't afford to lose even one.
That's it. I can't.
I came as soon as I could. And I should have come sooner. No, I'm sorry. You shouldn't be here.
It's fine, I understand. I mean, it's good to see a familiar face, but I didn't call you here to hold my hand. The news said there's a clock on this thing. 72 hours from contraction to death. Is that timeline lengthened?
No, it hasn't.
That guy Trevino collapsed in interrogation the day Danny died, 4 days ago. So how come he's still alive?
The retent puts it at about 2 hours ago. And whoever attacked her did it on the west side of the river.
How do you know that?
She got some sun this morning.
So?
So 2 hours ago, the east side of the river was in shadow.
That's it? You haven't caught the murderer yet?
No, detective. Give me time. Autopsy, 2 hours. Oh, and one more thing, detectives. Don't believe everything you've heard about me. Truth is much worse.
Hi, my name is Lacey Fleming. My mom is Dr. Megan Hunt, and she works as a medical examiner. I bet you think you know what my mom does. That she cuts up dead bodies for a living? That's what I thought too. But I was wrong.
A man's foot and hand were found in a field yesterday, and then earlier today I found a knee and a thigh in an alley. These are cholesterol crystals in a rheumatoid nodule. They indicate he had arthritis.
This is the material we found above the wrist. It's cigarette ash.
It's like putting together a puzzle. Sometimes there's just one piece that won't fit.
And if that's all my mom did, put a puzzle together, that'd be really cool, but it's not. So everybody who's watching, look at your hand. Go ahead, do it. Really look at it.
Imagine that your hand was the only thing that told the story of you. What were your dreams? Who loved you? Who's grieving now that you're gone?
I think it's safe to say that your mother is determined to be the best at what she does. She's very committed to the job.
We go home at night just like everybody else, but we never really stop. You know why? It means this is where death rejoices to teach the living. Every person has something to teach us, and we never stop learning.
You do a lot of different things around here, but they all have the same goal: to find out what happened so that a family can mourn, so that the right person is held accountable. They're not just dead bodies to us, Lace. They're the stories of a life, and it's our job to tell it.
His name was Callum Shane O'Donnell. He was a father, a welder. He helped build the city with his bare hands. And thanks to him, I finally understand what my mom does. And I'm proud to be her daughter.
Megan.
You've been here all night?
I know where your killer is.
Curtis said a shipment came in from India 2 weeks ago. They quarantined containers in berth 23.
Where are you going?
Berth 20. Whoa.
No, you stay here.
Don't you even try to tell me what to do.
Megan, you're not armed, you're not a cop. You take one more step, I'm gonna handcuff you to that pole, and you know I'll do it.
Yeah? Is that what you're into these days?
Sit tight, Megan. I'll call you when I need you. That's an order. What did I tell you?
Stuff it, Tommy.
I don't follow.
Why hack up the bodies to hide the incisions? What didn't he want us to know?
That he's a lunatic. Come on, Megan, for once in your life, don't overthink this.
I tried to save her, but she died in my arms. She was pregnant. This baby was alive. So my job was not done.
Getting the baby to Oksana's parents.
As I said, this story was not mine to tell. My Katya. This probably should be goodbye.
Yeah.
Now,